Welcome to our tutorial of ProfLearn YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to have a discussion of the predicted concepts that you have to be ready for as you are going to do your May June exams. And if you're new to ProfLearn YouTube channel, consider subscribing so that anytime I'm going to do more tutorials, you'll be notified. And also, if you've not joined our Patreon page, you can join there so that you can be able to you can be able to download the paper that I usually have in this particular channel. So if you are new here, remember to subscribe and also share this channel to your friends. So let's get started and get to see what are the main questions that you have to prepare as far as May June exam is concerned. Now, looking into that, what you need to remember is that this is paper 1AH of Edexcel paper 1. This paper is usually 100 marks. So let's see what are the main key areas that you really ought to prepare. For instance, you have to know how to work out questions to do with indices because a question must be said from there. Indices and simplifying expression. For instance, this one you can be able to see when two variables of the same base having different powers and they are divided, then you are going to subtract the powers like that, and our answer is going to be 9 minus 5, which is going to be 4. But if you have a bracket like y squared into bracket raised to power 8, you are going to multiply the powers in such kind of case. And you may be asked question to do with expansion. For you to expand this, you have the two terms in the first bracket. You are going to multiply each of them into the second bracket, and then you should put also the like terms together. And if you work it out, you are going to get your answer as x squared plus 7x minus 18 as our final answer in that particular case. So you will also be given question to do with factorization. And what you need to remember here is that you need to check which is the common term that is appearing in the two terms there. So here we are going to factor out 4cp squared. And then we are going to remain with that inside the bracket, and that becomes the factorized form of the expression. So let's move up so that we can be able to check what are other questions that you can be given. Other questions that you can also be tested is questions to do with solving equations. And if you are told to solve equations, the first thing that you need to do here is try to expand and put the like terms together. Here we are given 5 into 4 minus x is equal to 7 minus 3x. So we need to purpose to expand the bracket that we have here, because 5 is going to be multiplied by 4, that's 20. 5 times minus x will be minus 5x, and 7 minus 3x. Then we put the like terms together, which is going to translate to 13 is equal to 2x. Then we shall divide by 2 both sides. And if you divide by 2 both sides, what do you get? That is 13 divided by 2. You are going to get 6.5 as our final answer at that point. Moving to question part B. This is actually factorized. Of course, we have already done. You just identify the common term, and then you factor it out. You check what can you multiply with what's outside the bracket to get the term that we have here. If you have 4m squared g power 3, what do you multiply it to get 16m cubed g power 3? So you can see is 4m, and that is exactly what we need to transfer here so that we can be able to make the examiner happy. If you are new here, consider subscribing so that anytime I'm going to upload more tutorials, you'll be notified. Let's move to the second part of factorization of quadratics, and then using that factorized form for you to find the solution. Now, we are going to find two numbers whose sum is -2, but the product is -48. The two numbers are 6 and -8. Then we are going to express -2y in terms of the two numbers that we have mentioned here, which are 6 and -8. and that's going to be y squared minus 8y plus 6y minus 48 is equals to 0. Then we're going to group these two together. We factorize, we factor out what's common, and that's going to be in the first bracket we shall factor out y, we remain with y minus 8. In the second bracket we're going to factor out 6, we remain with y minus 8. Then we can see now we can write this as 6 plus y plus 6 rather, into y minus 8, and this is now the factorized form of the expression. Now once you have gotten this one, for you to solve from and 3, you are going to take the factorized form that we have gotten up here so that we can be able to equate that to 0. Then we are going to say that if these two y plus 6 and y minus 8 equals to 0, then it means that any of them is equals to 0. Then now we can be able to take 6 on the other side and 8 on the other side. We shall have our solution as y is either minus 6 or y is equals to that. And we are having also algebraic fractions. Of course, we need to find the LCM